Hi guys, it is Tuesday, May 12th. Sorry, all of the days have kind of blended together, and if I don't look at my watch, I literally have no idea what day it is. Things have been pretty crazy this week. Started with a new client yesterday. I actually have to call my scheduler down in Johnstown because for some reason my shift is saying I work from 8, my schedule is saying that I work from 8:30 in the morning till 4 o'clock the next morning, and that's not what I was told I was supposed to be doing. Anyway, things are going really well. Got Logan set up to do 3 Zoom sessions with OT. We really should have been having this in place earlier, but for whatever reason, it's literally just about the end of the school year, and here we are. Spent the morning pretty well making phone calls. He actually was engaged during his Zoom session with Miss Brandy, his special instructor. He actually cooperated for a good bit, and he hasn't done that in a while. So we're pretty proud about that. So the next thing is going to be finding a place to get him into for speech therapy over the summer, because the IU doesn't offer services during the summer, which I can understand. So there's that. And of course, our goal is to keep Logan moving forward and gaining new skills and new words and all of that. So, like I said, we're starting with OT Thursday, since that's my next day off through the business week. Really, right now, it's just to get him used to seeing his OT, and for her to see what he can do, which admittedly, his fine motor skills are pretty deficient. I mean, we try, but I mean, we're not the professionals, so we have like no idea what we're doing. So I have all those set up for like the next 3 weeks. Got all that done today, so that it's done, it's set. My email app will remind me I have it wrote in my planner. Like I said, so now the big thing is going to be trying to get him into speech therapy for over the summer. I hope your Mother's Day was good. Ours was good. Logan behaved so well. We recently got him a pair of Bluetooth headphones so that during church and things like that, he could listen to YouTube or whatever on my phone, and he wouldn't be like disrupting the service or anything. And I had no idea how he was gonna take that, because he is not one to have anything over his ears unless it's a hood or a hat, you know. Well, his preschool teacher told me that they had been working with him for the headphones, the headphones with the iPad during school, and that he, after a while, he wound up tolerating it. Well, his headphones, and I don't have them up here, or I would show you, they are red. They have Lightning McQueen across the top. Lightning is on one ear, and I think it says Piston Cup Champion number 95 on the other. And these things are amazing, and he loves them. They were expensive. They were like 20 some bucks, and they have been the best thing that I've ever encountered for him. I did not think he was going to like them. At first, he would whimper and fuss until I would get them on his head. I mean, he would fight me a little bit. But once I got the YouTube app up and running, and he could, he could hear Thomas or whatever he wanted to watch on YouTube right here and not have to deal with all the background noise. He was in love, and now he doesn't even fight me to put them on, which that makes me happy. That is like one huge accomplishment. Okay, so a friend of mine got Logan a talking Paw Patrol watch at a Walmart near him. And this little thing, it talks, it plays games, I mean, all sorts of things. And I thought, oh dear Lord, something else Logan doesn't like is anything on his wrist. Hates it. Shockingly enough, once we were able to get it on his wrist, he left it on for a while. And next thing I know, he's looking at me and he goes, pups to look out. For pups to the lookout. Then he says, no, and he says it almost verbatim, no job is too big, no pup is too small. Which, of course, is Ryder's catchphrase on Paw Patrol. And I thought to myself, oh my gosh. He hasn't even had this thing 5 minutes. And it's talking to him and he's repeating what it says. So that was like a huge thing. I just have to get a battery for it. The battery that's in it is for demo mode, apparently. So Thursday when we go to get groceries at Walmart, I have to make sure we get a battery for it, so that he can have his pretty little watch. So, I mean, he has been making gains. His preschool teacher tells us that they want to start a unit on the Sky. Okay, so we took him to the playground here in our small town after we got done running some errands. And of course, I have no idea what exactly they want us to teach about the sky. So I said, okay, Logan, where is the sun? And he goes, he's looking at me kind of funny, like, what the heck are you on about? And I said, the sun is in the sky. What color is the sky? And he goes, blue. I said, what color is the sun? And he's looking at me like, what? And I said, the sun is yellow. I said, can you say yellow? And of course he can, so he goes yellow. And I got him to try to say sunshine, and I got him to try to say wind, and things like that, So at least, and I took a video of it, and I shared it to Facebook so that his preschool teacher could see, okay, I'm trying. I don't know what you want me to do to teach about the sky. I mean, I have no idea what your goal is here, but, I mean, I'm trying. I got him to do something. And his teacher said, oh, look at those nice words, because she could hear him really plain. And, of course, his aunt and I were talking about it, She said how beautiful his voice is. I said, you and I both sat and wondered if we'd ever get to hear it again, and here he is. If he hadn't had that love and support, would he necessarily be here? And I don't think he would. So, I mean, just a shout out to all the teachers. I will admit, this pandemic has taught me that I am not cut out to do what you do. I have no clue what I'm doing, and I can't reach him the way you all do. His reaction level to me is completely different than it is for you, and you guys literally are amazing. You know how to connect with him and to get him to do what you want. And with me, he's just like, you think I'm going to listen for you, Mom? No. But he has been making huge gains. Normally he does not like to be put in a cart so we can go shopping. And of course today I wasn't exactly planning on hitting up Family Dollar, so I didn't bring his headphones. I thought, oh God, here we go. This is going to be war. A sign of how fast this kid is maturing, on some level. He let me put him in the cart. He sat in the cart. Okay, he sat in the cart. And then he sat there and he watched YouTube the whole time. No meltdown, no fuss, no fight, nothing, until he had to get out of the cart, give up the phone so it could be charged a little bit on the way home. He normally, if you take him to a gas station, because he does not like being penned in his car seat, he won't sit still. He will rock hard enough to make it sound like banging his car seat against the seat. He will kick. He will throw something. Today he didn't do any of that. Sunday, on Mother's Day, when we had him to church and he had his headphones and he was sitting there, the worst thing he did the whole time was he got a little too loud on occasion with telling us about the Paw Patrol dogs and Thomas and the trains. Other than that, I mean, he was perfect. He did not have a meltdown at all, and usually church is the one place guaranteed to have him spiral out of control pretty quick. But he sat there in the pew the entire time with his headphones on, watching YouTube on my phone, and he pretty well had a halo the whole time because he did not act up once. I could not have asked for a better child. And then we had to go to Somerset to pick up just a small few little things, and I had ordered lunch from Best Way Pizza for us as a treat. And the only time he acted up that entire trip was having to wait in the car for me to go in and pick up our takeout. That was it. That was the only time he acted up that whole trip. For a kid who used to have meltdowns over anything and everything nonstop, this has been like night and day difference. Okay. His meltdowns were... they were bad. He would bang his head into you. He would headbutt. One time when he was smaller, I had him sitting on my lap, and he was in the midst of a meltdown. And I was trying to keep him from banging his head against the floor, so I put him on my lap. He, to try to break my hold, rocked back and forth. And I'm trying to avoid getting hurt, but somehow he and I connected, and he slammed his head as hard as he could into my nose and my lip actually busted open. Excuse that. A couple times he's headbutted me in the midst of a meltdown and caused a nosebleed. So to go from serious aggressive behavior, excuse that, allergies again. Still can't shake this allergy cough. But to go from those excessive, aggressive, nonstop, 2.5 hour long or better meltdowns, to, if he has one, it's, I would say, maybe moderately aggressive, where he'll pick something up and he'll throw it, or he'll kick, and he'll stomp, and he'll scream, and it lasts maybe 10 minutes. 20 at the most, as opposed to like an hour or more. That is a night and day difference. He is not on medication yet, and I'm kind of keeping my fingers crossed that we don't have to put him on anything, but he does still have aggressive behaviors on occasion, and medication is certainly an option for that if a doctor says that's what we need to do, because I don't know if therapy is gonna get that out of him. But yeah, I mean, otherwise he is making a lot of ground. He's like I said, he's not even a year post-diagnosis. When he was diagnosed, he was not completely nonverbal. He had maybe 1 or 2 words, that was it. He's now speaking in 3 to 4 word sentences. He looked at me the other night while we were listening to the Thomas story, Return to Sodor, on the Calm app, and near the end of the story they have young Bao come over from China for some kind of a visit. And young Bao says, "Ni hao, Thomas," and Thomas goes, "Ni hao." Logan, no joke, looked at me and he said, "Young Bao," and "Ni hao," which is hello in Chinese. Yeah. I could have, like, peed myself in shock. And as a language nerd, I just about cried. Because he's clearly got my love of languages in there. Who knows? He may make it with linguistics where I didn't, which was to be an interpreter. He may decide that's what he wants to do with his life. The sky's the limit for this kid. And the sky's the limit for each and every child with autism. But you have to temper that with whatever your unique situation is. You have to temper your optimism and your hope with a little bit of the fact that, okay, well, the reality right now is this. Is that saying that we can't work to get to where I'm hoping my child gets to? No, but depending on your specific child and, of course, the severity of the autism, some things just aren't feasible. I mean, when he was diagnosed with level 2, which is moderate to severe, because he fell like smack in the middle where he could go to a level 3 or a level 1. That's how close he was. Sorry, I needed to yawn and I was trying to keep my mouth shut while I yawned. Yeah, I mean, like I said, it'll be a year June 14th that he was diagnosed, and if the psychologist who diagnosed him could see him now, I think she'd be amazed, because he's making more and more eye contact. He doesn't do it for long, because like me, he's not big at eye contact. And it's not something I've ever been really comfortable doing either. But he has come so far. And I am just so amazed by everything he's doing. His teachers have laid the groundwork for all this. His therapists, of course, have laid the groundwork. And, I'm kind of reaping all the benefit here. All I can do is sit and encourage him and try to do what they want me to do with him. And that's it. That's realistically all any parent can do with a child in therapy. You try it. You try to do it. If your kid's not going to cooperate, I'm of the opinion just give it up, because there's no point in stressing yourself or your child out to where you're going to have a meltdown and then you're both going to just be dealing with the side effects of that all day. I mean, that sort of thing is not healthy. That level of mental abuse to yourself, it's not healthy. Trust me, I've been there. I have done that to myself. It's made me an even bigger neurotic head case than I already am. Okay, well, I can't think of anything else to say. Got a few other phone calls I gotta make. But hey, it's a beautiful day. Okay, so I hope you all have a wonderful day, a fantastic week, and I will try to make another video later on in the week to, kind of give everybody an update. This weekend is my working weekend, so if I do update anybody, it'll probably be Sunday. It's my one day off this weekend. Of course, North County is going to be moving from red to yellow on Friday, thanks to Governor Wolf. I think that's a bad idea, but on one hand, I will be thankful if playgrounds open back up, because Logan's going stir crazy. Okay, well, thanks for watching. Bye.